The Golden State Warriors finished the preseason with a perfect 6-0 record. The last time the Warriors were perfect in the preseason was back in 2021-2022. They went 5-0, and in that same season, they went on to win the 2022 NBA championship. And here's another stat for all of you. 75% of teams to go 4-0 or better in the preseason made the playoffs. So that is really good stuff in the Warriors' favor going into the regular season, as the Warriors are coming off a picture perfect preseason. It looked like their offense was progressively getting better, and really their offense has looked like it's evolved. Stephen Curry looks ready for a big season. Buddy Hield already looks comfortable playing in this Warriors system. Wiggins, he's back looking good. Draymond Green, they seem locked in. And then I think we're going to see some pretty big 4-year leaps from Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. So this Warriors team, I think they are going to be ready to surprise a lot of people for this season. In this one, we're going to be talking more about the Warriors. Do me a sorry, everybody. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Warriors content just like this. And shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. So when you look at the Warriors, their roster is far removed from their last championship season when they had key players like Klay Thompson, who's now with the Mavericks, Jordan Poole, and Andre Iguodala. But you look at the nucleus of this Warriors team, it's Stephen Curry, and he is still producing at such a high level. And the Warriors, they have now leaned into their youthful, versatile group. They did not part ways with the likes of Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Pods, who were heavily involved in trade rumors last season. And you look at those three players in particular, we don't know how good these guys can be. Personally, I think Kuminga has the most potential out of that group. He really looks to be a player who's ready to break out, have maybe even, I want to say, an all-star type of jump. He looks really locked into his role. You know there's going to be more responsibility on his plate. He has looked very good in the preseason, so I'm buying all the Kuminga stock right now. And then the Warriors, they also made some nice additions, bringing in guys like Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, and DeAnthony Melton. These to me are quality players that are going to play meaningful regular season minutes and really be the nice pieces that you want to have around the young players. And you look at the other player who I think is going to break out and have a big year, and really it's nice to see Steve Kerr finally realize that you got to give this guy minutes, is Moses Moody. And what I really got to credit Moses Moody for, guys, is his professionalism. You can have all the skill in the world, but the biggest thing about Moody is that, he's been preparing for this opportunity, not knowing what his future had in store. I read an article about Moody, waiting for his opportunity, waiting for his turn, but always just being prepared. And that really separates players, because for as talented as you are, something that is not teachable is, are you still going to prepare if you may never get that role, if you may never get that opportunity in front of you? So the fact that Moody has been professional, has worked his tail off, has waited for his opportunity, and now we've seen how effective he can be, I'm just happy for this guy, and I think he is going to be a big part of this Warriors rotation going into this season. Now, guys, before I continue on with this video, when I look at BetUS, Jonathan Kuminga has plus 1,000 odds to win the Most Improved Player of the Year award. I would not be surprised if it happens. He's one of the favorites when you look at all the players to win that award. I know Wemby's the overwhelming favorite. I know you're also going to have Jalen Williams, but Jonathan Kuminga, I think, is in such a good situation where I would not be surprised if he has a huge season and captures this award. So for me, it's worth a shot. You could tell along if you wish. But guys, go check out BetUS today. They're currently offering a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your second and third deposits up to $2,000 with the code YouTube150. So I think the biggest thing is going to be Steve Kerr's coaching. He's going to have to constantly find the right combination of players to field around Curry every given night. And you look at the infrastructure of this team, I do think Draymond Green, he can still be an elite defender in the backbone, but they're going to need a focused, locked-in Draymond Green, because for as much as I want to say they're going to be absolutely A-okay with just Curry, this team's going to need Draymond Green, because when the Warriors have been at their best, Draymond Green has been at his best, especially when they like to play him at the 5. So Green's got to be focused. Obviously, getting back a healthy Andrew Wiggins, a locked-in Andrew Wiggins, is going to be huge as well. And it's good to see Wiggins back because we know how good he can be on both ends. And you look at this Warriors team, we know they're going to be okay when it comes to scoring the basketball. And we know Curry, he's coming off a spectacular Olympics where he captured gold alongside Steve Kerr, and he was playing at the peak of his powers. As long as they have Stephen Curry, who even at age 36 is still dominant, you're going to have a chance to win. What I do want to see the Warriors really own this season is to be better defensively, especially better in transition defense. So having a focused Green and Gary Payton II healthy, and even Wiggins, that's going to help with that because these are players who like to put an emphasis on their output on both ends. And I think that's going to be the key for this Warriors team. They need the output on both ends. But beyond that, I mean, I think this is going to be a fun year for the Dubs. I think they could very well come out of the gate flying, carry the momentum from the preseason. Some players I'm looking forward to watching, Buddy Hield. He has looked really confident playing alongside his new teammates, and I think this is going to be a season for Hield where he's going to get the most out of his game, and this is going to be his 4th team in as many years, so he's going to be asked to have a pretty significant role on this team, especially when it comes to scoring the basketball with Thompson now gone. I'm looking forward to Pods and even Trace Jackson Davis. They were big time contributors as rookies, so their development in year 2 will go a very long way in the Warriors' success. And then, of course, I want to continue to see the high-flying Jonathan Kuminga just continue to grow and continue to impress. And Moses Moody, give the guy some minutes, let him go to work. He's looked very comfortable. But Kuminga and Moody, guys, look for them to have very big years. And I think that's basically what this Warriors team is going to come down to, player development. If these guys blossom out of the gate and they really emerge, then the Warriors are going to be in a really good position. But if the young guys stall, then the Warriors are going to be in an interesting position because the Warriors, for as long as they have Curry, the expectation is going to be to win games and compete for championships. So I think that's what the Warriors are kind of seeing through here. Guys, let me know your thoughts. What are your expectations for the Warriors this season? And where do you see the Warriors ranking in the West? Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll see how the Dubs look this season, but guys, as always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. Until next time, stay blessed.